Hello there friends, welcome to our channel organized by Darci. Today is a very exciting day here in our home. It's a day that I'm going to be sharing with you my journey to minimalism. And you'll say, Darci, why minimalism and why now? And my answer is, why not? Less is more. Now for the last 4.5 years, you've watched me declutter, clean and organize and even decorate our home. And so now when I look at the grand scale of things, I realize it's not the material things in life that make a difference, but the experiences that we have. And so I didn't realize that during the last 4.5 years, the decluttering, cleaning, organizing, and decorating was getting me to the point where I could be, where I feel I need to go on this journey of minimalism. I'd love to take you on this journey with me because I think it's so important that you see the process with me, that is. And I know you've seen so many other people go through the same phase, but I'm excited to go through this and to go through the experience with you because I think we can learn a lot. And I'd love to get your thoughts on this. Now, when I did all this cleaning, organizing, decorating, all that stuff before, I didn't realize that it was actually preparing me for minimalism. And so when I ask people, what's the first area that you would start on this journey? Everyone says, oh, the kitchen. But you know what? My kitchen is very organized. And I think I'm to the point where I'm going to make that the very last area that I take on this journey. So my very first area is going to be a bedroom, one of the guest bedroom. And so I'd love to take you along with me. Each week I'm going to be doing an area, and it's during the months of July and August. And hopefully by the end of August, I'll be at the point where we can start a new phase. But right now, I'd love to take you along with me. So come with me. I'm going to stop in the kitchen first so you can take a look at what the kitchen looks like to know that I really don't need to start there. There are other areas that are more important to me than the kitchen right now. So come with me. Welcome to our kitchen. This is an area of our home that for the last 4.5 years, I have been practicing minimalism without even realizing that I was doing so. And I'll go over a couple of things with you before we start. Now, the first thing is that I always make sure that the counters or all the flat surfaces are free of items, just the basic items. And so with that in mind, we always make sure that once we prepare the meal that we have the counters all cleaned, everything is put back in drawers. And I'll go over some of the drawers with you just real quickly before we start cleaning the other area that I really need to declutter right now. Most of the drawers in the kitchen, if not all that is, are pull-out drawers, and so that makes it really easy for us to store the items here. For example, in this one I have the blender and I have the mixer, and that's kept in this pull-out drawer. And all the drawers in the kitchen are pretty much like this. This is our toaster, and it's kept in a tray in the cupboard. And so when we're ready to use it, we just pull the tray down with the toaster. We can plug it into one of the outlets, and when we're finished, we just put it back in the tray and put it back in the cupboard. It only takes a couple seconds to do that each morning or however often we need to use it. But it helps us to keep the space clean and organized, at least not having all the things here on the counter. We only keep the real essential items here on the counter. And everything else is kept either in the cupboards or in drawers. Some things you might consider non-essential, and sometimes it's just personal taste. For example, this Lazy Susan here is where I keep the candles that we light at the end of the day in the kitchen. So I have, for example, the candle here, I have the lighter, I have an extra candle, and This perhaps could be in a drawer, so it's not on the counter, but for us, it's one of those items that we use so much that I prefer to keep it outside here on the counter. We also always have a fruit basket. If you watch any of our videos, there's always fruits in the basket. And this charge station is where we charge our phones and our computers. So that's there. And this is the basket that we keep all the extra cords for charging. And this is a little basket here that I consider to be the junk drawer. This is where I keep all the pens and pencils and paper. And that's pretty much what is kept here on the counter. So the counters are usually free of items. And that's what our kitchen looks like. Now, let's go upstairs and take a look at the area that I really need to declutter. And that's where we'll spend the time. So this is going to be the very last area in our home that I'm going to try to declutter, because it doesn't require as much as the other areas, so that we can get onto this journey of minimalism. This is the area that I'm going to be focusing on today. It's a room that my grandson had used for his schoolwork when school was in session. And since school is over now, I really just need to declutter this room. A lot of things that are in here are things that needs to be just thrown out. Things that he would play with while he was doing his classwork. And now that it probably will not be used for that purpose anymore, I really need to spend some time and declutter this room. So that's what I'm going to be working on right now. I'm going to make sure all the surfaces are clean and there is minimum items on the various surfaces in this room. So I have here a trash bag and two baskets. Baskets are for the items that we can donate to Goodwill. First, let me get the trash. This was a flashlight, or still is, but it's dismantled. I'm sure he was playing with it when he was supposed to be doing his schoolwork. So I'm not going to try and put that together. He probably tried and couldn't put it together, so I'll throw that out. For donation, we can do this clock. We don't need an extra clock in this room. Mug, no more mugs. Oops. These are his cars, so I'll leave those for him to take back to his house. This is what the room looks like now. In less than 15 minutes, I was able to declutter, especially the desk, and now it looks a little bit more organized. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you'll take the time, of course, to subscribe to the channel. Just by pressing that subscribe button below, you'll automatically become a member of our family here. And by pressing the bell icon, which is right beside the subscribe button, you'll be one of the first to be notified when new videos are uploaded weekly. Remember, we're doing minimalism, and next week and for the months of July and August, every week we'll be coming up with a new project. I hope you'll come back next week. I look forward to seeing you then. Until then, take care, God bless, and we'll see you next week in our next video. Goodbye, and of course, good luck.